Oh, when I first met Ronnie, I was 14.
And she was brushing her hair at the time. Well, she was gorgeous. She's always been very good at holding her feelings back. But I've known Olive too long not to realise that it is something that's eating away at her.
January, 4 years passed. I noticed my mental arithmetic was starting to go. And I was always very, very good at mental arithmetic. That's why I thought it was time to go and see the doctor. And he told me that I had vascular dementia. Well, I didn't really know what that was at the time. From my understanding is that your brain will die, but not in a specific order. So you don't know what you're going to lose next. You just have to wait and see.
Alzheimer's is the commonest form of dementia. It causes a progressive loss of independence through memory changes. It goes from quite subtle forgetfulness all the way through to the end stage of Alzheimer's disease, where actually people have difficulty eating and drinking. They need 24-hour care. That is the sad reality. As the disease progresses, the brain shrinks. The grooves and the dips within the brain get bigger. So your brain occupies less space, and that space gets filled with fluid. We've just discovered the tip of the iceberg with regards to Alzheimer's research, and everything is there to be discovered. We're still finding out new things on a daily basis, and it's a fast-moving, fast-paced field that has the potential to affect millions of people.
Two mice. I'm clicking and clicking and clicking and wondering why I'm not coming up on screen. It's because I've got the wrong one in my hand. Evening, everyone. Hopefully that's the only technical problem of this evening. Good evening. Welcome to Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz on Thursday, the 12th of November. 12th of November. Where on earth is this going? Honestly, it's just insane how quickly the days are flying by. I was talking to someone earlier and I turned around and said, there doesn't seem to be enough hours in the day at the moment. It seems to be get up in the morning, crack on, and then all of a sudden the days are gone. The day's gone and finished. And I've still got 100 things to do. So anyway, good evening. Hope you're all well. Thank you very much for joining us. It's just another insanely busy week. Loads of people to say good hello to. So we'll try and get through as many as possible. This week has made me realise how many people really do enjoy the quiz, and it's only taken 8-9 months. And I know there's been loads and loads of people, but after the post and us talking about sort of private and corporate quizzes and doing Zoom quizzes with you guys for special occasions and stuff like that, Becky created a form. Hi Becky, who's over on social media. Go and say hello. It's up there somewhere. There we go. Wherever there. Hashtag there. But since that form went out, the inbox just exploded with people who wanted, sort of to do a quiz privately with us all. So, thank you very, very much to everyone who got in touch. We're working through them. We're not going to be able to honour every single request, unfortunately, because there's just a sheer volume. But where we can find space and where we can, we will definitely, go through them and get in touch. My other screen's just frozen, which means someone's found the super chat. Good evening to Molly Jacqueline. Good evening to you. Let me get that one back up, and there we go. So yeah, that's what happens. Super chat that's at the bottom of YouTube live chat. If you go on there, and it freezes my screen, so I can't do anything else, which is always a useful thing. So good evening to you, Molly. And yeah, so if you do want to say hello, you know the drill by now. Hashtag Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz over on Twitter and Instagram. Use the hashtag, and we will. I'll find it. Becky will find it. Alex will find it. Send it over to us, and we'll try and say hello to as many as possible. Loads and loads of people to say hello to this evening. Hope you're all well. If you're new, don't panic. What we do is we get started. The timer is on screen now. We get started in approximately 23 minutes time. So there's a few things I do need to say hello to and talk about. You'll have seen at the beginning of the video talking about Pouch tonight. We'll do that in the break. Thanks to them for their support for this evening. I also want to do a very, very early mention, and I'm going to talk about them later, but the guys that Say It With Chocolate have reduced me to tears today. Not only have they sent the advent calendar, there's one there, and I'll show you the other one afterwards, a bit more close up a bit later on. But they've come up with something, and I mean they're very inventive, the guys that Say It With Chocolate, and they've come up with something, and they said, would you mind if we sort of went down this road with something? And it's reduced me to tears that they've thought in this way. So yeah, a massive thanks to them, but I'll talk a bit more about them a bit later on. Yeah, so right, let's get on with saying hello to a few people. Molly, again, you've frozen my screen. Oh, okay, I will write that one down. So that's for the second break, but I'll write that one down because that will go off. Let me just, there we go, write that one down, and I will do that there we go, sorted. Right, yeah, so let's say hello. Let's have a look, what have I got on here? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I saw this in the live chat, and I'm sure this will make sense to the people who put it in. I saw this in the live chat while I was sorting some things out earlier. PC255, can we say thank you to him for his amazing work he did for the emergency workers today? So I'm sure that will make sense, and I'd like to echo that, to all of our emergency services who are out there doing an incredible job. But PC255, you'll know who you are. You'll be out there somewhere in the country. You've done an amazing job for the emergency workers today. So full credit to you and a round of applause to you. So yeah, hope whatever it is, I'm sure it was incredible for someone to shout that out. Good evening to Lewis at Red Graphic, who's been sorting out the Patreon gifts, which will be out in the next couple of weeks. He says if I send him the answers, it'll make him look clever and he'll do me a fair deal. Fair enough. I'll send those over to you now, Lewis. Check your emails. Right, let's have a look. So I'll start with Twitter. Let's have a look. So good evening to Alan Brackenbury on Twitter, ready for tonight with Pat and Alan in sunny Bognor at the moment. Good evening to Steve Conway as well, before I forget, who wants to play Alex Bingo on how many times I'll mention Alex, and you all basically pick a number and go through it. See, you're on the wrong night. It's Becky who looks after social on Thursday nights. Alex is Saturdays, you see now. Alex is doing other bits and pieces, but there you go, there's two. Steve, let me know how many you've gone for in your group, and if you've got money on the table, I'll sort of make sure we get to that number for you. Don't forget you can play on Quiz Jockey as well, before I forget. Last time I checked, there was over 500 odd people already signed up, 600 people over on Quiz Jockey this evening. It's an interactive way to play the quiz. You don't need pen and paper, you just type your answers in. Link is down below, quizjockey.com. Head on over to there. You've still got time to get yourselves signed up. Good evening, Michael, and thank you very much to the guys who are learning the grading in the background. Awesome. Thank you very much for your support and help tonight. Let's say hello to a few more people then. Please say a special... Oh, no, I've got that one. It's fine. I've got a time for that one, so I'll do that one in a minute. 3 households all the way through lockdown every Thursday. Said the L word, sorry, apologies. Every Thursday and Saturday via video conferencing. Lost count of who's winning. Shout out after 8 to Pearson, Smith and Ashton families in Lincoln and Horncastle. Well, good evening to you guys. Hope you are okay. I just need to open that. Let's close that. There we go. Shout out to Team Chammers here on the Wirral. Been with you from week 3 and have done all Thursday and Saturday quizzes live, apart from 1 and 2. Welcome to you guys. Good evening to Catriona and the Mill Lane Mob. Hope you guys are staying safe. Rich Ellsbury, Team Ellsbury and Greaves will be joining you again tonight. Good evening, guys. Hope you're okay. Waiting for that to refresh. Need to check the other one. Good evening to Martin Nickel, who's just frozen my screen as well. Hope I pronounced that right. Good evening to you. Let's get back onto that one. Noah's Know-It-Alls are joining as usual. Good evening to you. I like that team name. On the subject of team names, I was looking at the Quiz Jockey earlier, right? And I'm one of these. I love team names. Team names are brilliant. And I'm always looking for quiz-related puns, and this was the best one I have seen for donkeys. Rock, paper, Quizzards. That is genius. Well done. If that's your team name, well done, guys. That has made me laugh earlier. So that was brilliant. Well done for that team name, because I love quiz ones. Good evening to Ali Jackson, including one team wins every week, including Full House. Excellent. So evening to Neb, Denise, Ali, Neil and Nina, Helen and Adam, all in Shropshire. Good evening to you guys. Hope you're all okay. Diane, it was my mum's birthday on Monday. Any chance of a happy birthday shout out to her, please? Of course, that's from Heather. Sorry, that's Heather in Chesterfield. Good evening to you. Dawn says, can we have a shout out for our son Matthew, who's 14 today, and when we drag him away from his Xbox, he's great with science questions, answers. Of course I can. Happy birthday, Matthew. I hope you've had a good day. I do know what you mean about dragging him away from the Xbox, because my wife has to do that occasionally when I'm sort of ingrained into a game, so I know where you're coming from, Matthew. But yeah, get him in there for the science questions, definitely. Let's go back onto that one. That's fine. Clive, missed this on Saturday when the camera broke. Yeah. Can you thank Jenny Robinson for being an angel after my knee replacement? Of course I can. Couldn't have done it without you. That's from Clive Bruce. Good evening to you. Train's going to go past. There he goes. Aidan. Oh, I don't know what that was. Aidan says, can I have a shout out for my amazing wife Jacqueline, whose birthday it is today, and my cool dude nephew Aaron, whose birthday it is on Saturday. Well, good evening to both of you. Happy birthday. Good evening, Team Jigglypuffs. Still makes me laugh. I like that. Good evening to you guys. They thought they couldn't make it tonight, but now they can. Well, good evening. Welcome along. Hope you're all okay. So I've got a different monitor set up, so I'm just making sure everything's fine there. Yeah, good. Right, where did I get to? Good evening to Matt, PW Crew. They're trying out Quiz Jockey for the first time. Good luck. You will enjoy it. It is good fun. Over on Quiz Jockey, marks it all for you, and the team of graders in the background helping out with that. Andrew, please could you shout out for my birthday tonight? Of course I can. Happy birthday, Andrew. But Andrew Bork, hope you've had a good day. David Waters, looking forward to it. Thursdays just wouldn't be the same without it. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. We're not going anywhere anytime soon, so, you know, like I said, we'll be here until there's only one person watching. And generally that'll be, as I say, my mother, which, good evening, Mum. You moan that I don't say hello to you enough, so hi, Mum. Hope you're okay. Hi, Jay. Would it be possible to get a shout out to my daughter, Bex? It's her birthday tomorrow and we won't be seeing her. Thank you from Julie and Gordon. Good evening to you guys. Top of the morning. Really looking forward to the quiz tonight after a tough week up here in sunny Sheffield. That's the Fabulous Folds and good evening to you guys. Oh, ouch. Good evening to Luke Jackman, who's just frozen my screen. Can I get a birthday shout out for my mum tonight for her birthday? Of course I can. Sharon in a Welsh town, I'm going to assume. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that and offend everyone. Let's have a quick look on the Facebook one. Big shout out to all the employees at Batham's Brewery and Pubs around the Black Country, West Midlands, and to all those who are purchasing beer takeaways. Cheers and see you soon. Yeah, good evening to you guys. I hope you're all staying safe there in the West Midlands. Deborah Anderson, thanks for all you do with the quiz and raising awareness for charities. We've been here since the start and everything stops for Thursday quiz night. Excellent, thank you very much. Shout out to hubby Anva Anderson as it's his birthday tomorrow. And also to quiz buddies who we play against every week: Bethan and Charlie, Colin and Kate, Jackie and Mark. Bring on the Jebral knowledge. It's an interesting quiz tonight, actually. Your connections round, you'll be pleased to know, is not a board game related connections round. Nothing to do with games. It is, yeah, I'd say it's genius. We'll see. Who knows? It could be interesting. I don't think anyone will get it after one or two. Might do. Good evening to Rebecca Lawton. Happy 16th birthday to Charlie Lawton. Love from Becky and all the Lawtons. Good evening to you. I'd like to, this came through one of the patrons, I'd like to raise a toast to Jebral Normsky's father. It would have been his 91st birthday today. So that's from the entire Hillsden family. Good evening to you guys. So yeah, I know where you're coming from on that. It's a very similar sort of feeling over here for me as well these couple of weeks. Evening to Matthew Barnes and his wife Emma and friends Elaine and Abdul. I know you guys are going through a tough time as well at the moment, so good evening to you. Hope you're all staying safe. Not far from me down the road in Bolton. Hope you're okay. And we're oh, I didn't write it down. Good evening to, oh no, I'll do that one in a second. Yeah, congratulations to Chloe and Fraser from the Meadows mob on their engagement. So happy engagement to Chloe and Fraser. Good evening to you guys. Hope you're all okay. Luke's frozen my screen again and says, give it a go, Jay, it will make our day. Well, I know it begins, oh, I need to find it now. I know it begins with the Cla, and yeah, the Claf and Plow, Gwen, Galley, Clough, Gori, Quinn, Midral, Wobbler. Good, yeah. A beautiful place in Wales. It's on there. It's a beautiful place in Wales. I'm reliably informed. But yeah, happy birthday to Luke's mum. That one there.
Oh, that's that.
Yeah.
My mum can say that.
Oh well, get her on the phone. Get her on the phone, and we'll get it pronounced. Yeah, I'm not going to attempt to offend anyone in Wales. I already offended half of Milton Keynes. I'm not doing that again.
I can say it, but I just can't live all the.
Oh, it's a great evening over here in Virtual Pub Quiz House this evening. Good evening, Trevor Atkinson. My prediction for the connections round tonight is Monopoly. No, it's not. But nice guess. Shout out to Graham. Shout out to at Graham Scott 14, Lisa Scott, my friendly rivals, and my teammate at Dickie Gorton, who we've done the quiz with from week 1. So good evening to all of you guys. Yeah, must say a big hello and good evening to all of the team at Alzheimer's Research UK, who are our charity partner as always for this month. I'm really pleased, as I say, to be working with them. We do have another one of their great videos that we'll put on in the break later on. So yeah, good evening to all of those. Who else was I going to say hello to? Can't remember. There's a few other. Bill Tudor, yes, hi, yes, I'll be there as usual. Hope you have the camera fixed. Yeah, camera seems to be working at the moment. I know what the problem was. It was not what we call technical related, it's what we call J related. Yeah, things really need to be idiot proofed around me, to be fair, at times. Basically I stripped everything apart, the computers and everything, changed the desks around, which I can't do. It's a slight tweak to how things are set up down here now, and yeah, it's plugged something in the wrong slot and it caused a bit of a power surge, and sort of stopped the camera. So at least I know what it was and fixed it. Anywho. Where was I going to get to? Yeah, I'm going to talk about, you've still got 10 minutes to go. If you want to sign up on Quiz Jockey, head on over there. I've not looked. Let's have a look. What have we got? 830 people are signed up on Quiz Jockey. So we're 68 short on what we had last week. It's 10 minutes to go. Still plenty of time to get yourself signed up. Let's see if we can get on there. Someone's just said in the live chat, is Quiz Jockey still working? It is there. quizjockey.com. It's on the front page. Let's get yourselves signed up. Right, where did I get to on the shout out? Say hello to a few more people. If you do want to say hello, it's up on screen. It's up on screen all the way through the quiz. Hashtag Jay's Virtual Pop Quiz. You know the drill by now. Let us know you're playing along. Sending a get well soon to John Shackle, who has worked his socks off in school and is now poorly but non-C related. He really looks forward to Thursday and Saturday quizzes. Yeah, if you're new to the quiz, I don't say the L word or the C word. This is an escapism from that, to forget about what's going on outside at the moment. Thomas Atherton will be 6 tomorrow. Oh, happy birthday, Thomas. Happy birthday to you. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. Samantha Bushnell was her birthday on Tuesday, and we couldn't meet up, but all will be playing tonight. That's love from Sue, Jenny, Bev, and Tracy. Good evening to you. Hi Jay, please can you say happy 30th something birthday to Holly Askew on the quiz tonight. We've been doing the quiz as a family right back in the beginning, so good evening to you guys. Hello to the Taylor family as well, but more importantly, the most important member of the Taylor family. Good evening, Rachel. Hope you're okay. She's going to help Ashley and Dave get a top score this evening, so good evening to you, Rachel. Hope you're okay. There's another Taylor as well. Hi Jay's family, we've been doing your quiz since the start. Could you do a shout out for our daughter Holly Taylor, who took part in the Tommy 10,000 for the British Legion, running every day for 10 days and finished running 100,062 miles. Finished running 100,062 miles. Yesterday on Remembrance Day. Okay, got you. She has raised over £500 to date. We are so proud of her. That's Rita and Neil and her mum, and there's a photo there as well. Congratulations, well done to you, Holly, for doing that. Incredible work. And I'm sat here asking questions and making me feel very unfit. I need to get on an exercise bike and start getting fit again. Out of breath walking up the stairs, so there's no way I could have done what you've done. So well done to you. I'm on the wrong screen. That one, perfect. There we go. Good evening to Janine Wiltshire. Shout out to the Wiltshires of Chelmsford, please. Week 2 we started and we will continue. Thursday is our date night. We laugh along with you, Jay. Thanks. Oh, that's pleasing to know. At least people are laughing along with me when I'm laughing at myself, which is good to know. Good evening to you guys. Shout out to Lynn and Pat in France. We have all been playing along since day one and love how it gets more competitive each week. Thanks, Jay and team, for bringing lots of laughs during these strange times. I know what you mean. Quizzes do end up being competitive. I remember the quiz night that I used to go to, started going to years ago, and it was all friendly banter between the team that I play with and the Village Idiots and the Grenoushers. Good evening, Steve and Pam. Hope you're both okay. And it was all competitive banter. We'd all be having a bit of a laugh, and then it just got more and more competitive as the weeks went on. But yeah, so good evening to anyone that's come to one of my quizzes or that has actually has been along to one of my quizzes or have played against over the years. So good evening to all of you. Where did I get to? Shout out from Livy to my dad Chris, who has been my support bubble the whole time and gets tortilla chips and dips every Thursday since we started. Awesome. That's from Olivia, not Livy. Sorry, I didn't read that bit at the beginning. So yeah, good evening to you guys. Awesome. Brings Doritos and dips. Good work. Right, where are we up to? Just having a look at time. So we've got about 7 minutes to go before we crack on and get into the quiz. I hope everyone is okay. So yeah, if you're just joining us, if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Good evening. Hope you're okay. Hope you're all well. We get started, like I say, just under 7 minutes. Grab yourself some pen and paper, unless you do want to play on Quiz Jockey, which is an interactive way to play. It is the exact same quiz. It's just 972 people over now on Quiz Jockey, which is absolutely incredible. Good evening to everyone who is over there. So yeah, good evening. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all you've all had a good week. It's been an incredible week. This time I'll talk about it a bit more later on, but this time next week I will have been awake for well over 40 something hours as we come towards the end of the Guinness World Record stream. I have sorted the schedule out. We're going to put that up on social media over the next couple of days. Just needed a couple of bits to get signed off on it. So 49 hours and 15 minutes. That is what we're going for. The record is 33 hours and 8 minutes, I think it is. So we'll actually break the record at about 8 minutes past 5 on Thursday morning. So by the time we come to the quiz on the Thursday night, the record would have already been smashed to, smashed to pieces, and it will just be about extending that record and keeping going and setting a a longer time. So with 49 hours 15 minutes is what we're going for. There's something in there for everyone, honestly, in this. So when you see the schedule, you'll be able to pick out when you want to drop in. You don't have to play the whole 49 hours. If you want to and want to join me for the whole 49 hours and watch me go from up here to meltdown, then please do. So yeah, we kick that off on Tuesday night. There's everything in there. There's Marvel, DC, general knowledge, science and nature. There's the first ever quiz I did. So if you want to, prove you're really, really brainy to people that you're playing along with, go back and watch that from the 26th of March. Write down all the answers, and then you'll get 50 out of 50, and then you can pretend to your friends that you did really well. But yeah, so we're going to put that in. We're going to put the original world record quiz that helped us break that one, if you remember that. So that's in there. I've been open and transparent about this from the beginning. There will be questions in there that have been asked before. There's no way around it. But yeah, so that's why I've put some of these historic quizzes in there. So yeah, it's going to be a good laugh. It's going to be a giggle, and I'm going to, it's going to be fun at the end of the day. That's what it's for. It's going to be a laugh. It's going to be a giggle. You guys are going to be in there joining and having fun. So yeah, looking forward to it. I need to sleep between now and then. Beetle Greg, good evening. Happy birthday to Christine of Team Histon over on the super chat, which I didn't realize my screen had frozen. Good evening to you. And Martin Nicol, please say a big thank you to Vanessa Cooper, who got me into this wholesome nonsense. Awesome, I like that. I'm gonna put that on somewhere. Wholesome nonsense. There you go. There's one for Becky. Becky, we are known as wholesome nonsense, and I quite like that. That's quite sweet. I like that. But yeah, good evening. So thank you to Vanessa Cooper from Martin. Right, 4 minutes to go. Plenty of time. Go and grab yourselves. I've not said this for a while. Go and grab yourselves a drink from your virtual bars. Get yourselves settled and ready to go. Yeah. Whew. It's been one of those weeks. See if I can pick out a few more to say hello to. Happy birthday wishes to Sally Rawson, part of the What Fiery to Quiz team. That's from Diane Gordon and Walt Rawson from Retford in Nottinghamshire. Amazing if you could give the Greenways and Hodgsons a shout out tonight. Good evening to you guys. Hope you're okay. I'm just checking my notepad because I did have, so that's for the break. That's that one. I've done that one. Did that one. Did that one. Did that one. And I did that one. Perfect. Making sure I've gone through all my notes. Good evening to Patricia, waiting with pen and paper. It's our Thursday treat. Wow. Awesome. Good evening to you guys. Hope you're okay. Check the time. 3 minutes. Let's just refresh that. We have crossed over 1,000 people on Quiz Jockeys now. 1,100 playing on Quiz Jockey, which is awesome. Good evening to you guys. So yeah, I hope you're all settled and ready to go. Where did I get to? Yeah, Nikki, let's try to get over 40 again tonight with Harnock. Get over 40 tonight, Harnock. Love from Nikki. We've done the quiz every week except one, even when we're on holiday in the UK. That's awesome. And yeah, to be fair, I'm kind of glad that that we did get stopped from going to Tenerife, because this section would have been live from Tenerife, and I was still panicking about how we were going to make it work. So in a way, I'm quite glad. In other ways, I'm not. Obviously, I'd much rather be sat in a hotel in Tenerife right now and having a break. But that's going to come in January, and we'll talk about that over the next couple of weeks. YouTube has frozen again. So happy birthday to Kristen in Bristol. Don't win, please. That's from Ollie Shepherd. Hayden Stevens says, please say happy 69th birthday to Neil Stevens. So good evening to you. And the History Report. Any chance of a subscribe? History channel started during the last L word. Yeah, we'll definitely check it out. And if you're on the YouTube live chat, check that out as well. Right, I need to do that actually now, which reminds me. Let's just All right, so remember the Facebook live chat is on throughout the quiz. Please don't put the answers in the comments. It does upset people when you do that. I know it's self-policed by you guys. You guys go in there and shout at people when they put the answers in the comments. But yeah, please don't put the answers in the comments. Should be a pinned post in there somewhere that shows you how to turn the comments off. In terms of, which reminds me, what have I got? A minute. Right, I'll cover this off then. So, for those of you who did enter the competition to have the bespoke quizzes with the book and everything, we're going to be picking the winners tomorrow, and I'll be announcing the winners live on the quiz on Saturday night, and then we'll put them up on social media and get in contact with you guys Saturday, Sunday. I just want to check something with Bex and Alex on it. So yeah, we're going to be picking the winners, and then we'll let you all know. I'll say on Friday, on Saturday even, who's won, and then yeah, that's what we do. So we haven't forgotten. And if you think, oh, I've not been contacted, I haven't won, doesn't necessarily mean that yet. So we'll be doing that tomorrow night. So we'll pick the winners and we will let you all know on Saturday and get in contact with everyone, because it's a bespoke quiz. So basically the intro is going to be pre-recorded quiz, but the intro is going to be done by me, specific to the winners. So I will, that's work to do next week. Okay, right, 15 seconds to go then. It's nearly time to get on with the quiz. Everyone's shouting at me saying, come on, Jay, get the quiz going. Right, there we go. Let's put that one on. Okay, so if you're on Quiz Jockey, get yourselves ready. If you need your pen and papers, get yourselves ready. Get yourselves settled down. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so picture round as always to get you started. Then we move on to as movie round. There is a sport and leisure round, because a lot of you have been asking for sport and leisure for a long time, so it's only fair to put it in. Connections round, and then general knowledge to finish. We'll take a short break in the middle. Here we go. Question number 1. Pictures. Oh, helps you push the right button, Jay. There we go. Okay, so question number 1 then tonight. Name the board game from the picture. So name the board game from the picture. Oh yeah, that's what I've just realised. I'm not on screen, but it's fine. You don't need me on screen for this. It's because of obviously the camera problems last week, and I didn't want myself frozen in a corner. Picture number 2 then. Name the website from this picture. Let's name the website from this picture. Number 3, name the seaside resort pictured here. So name the seaside resort pictured here. Number 4. Who is this man? So who is this man for number 4? Number 5, where did this brand want you to put a tiger? So where did this brand want you to put a tiger? Number 7, name the country from the flag pictured on screen. Number 8, these two are presenting which new daytime show? So these two are presenting which new daytime show? Number 8. What was the former name of this chocolate bar? So what was the former name of this chocolate bar? Name the country from the destination pictured here. And finally, number 10. These type of road signs typically give which? Is it orders, warnings, or directions? So these type of road signs typically give orders, warnings, or directions. So Bex and Alex have just sent a message through saying that a few of you are having an issue, saying it's a bit blurry on YouTube. It looks like, and I don't know why, again, not anything that we can control, there's a little cog icon. For some reason it's sticking you at the lowest that you can possibly get. So if you click on that, and then you've got quality, and then you're able to adjust the quality up and down. The pictures will go up on social media in the break, as always, so they'll be up on our Twitter and Instagram in the break, and I'm sure one of the guys will put a link into the Facebook live chat as well, to take you straight to those in the break. But yeah, it's not, the settings are all the same. So if you click on the cog, click on quality, and or if you've got your remote control, etc., select quality, and it will put you on to the right one. Okay, so round 2 is a movies round again. Train. All different kinds of movies, different eras, rom-coms, action, etc. Let's start with number 1. The 2019 Danny Boyle film Yesterday was based on the music of which band? So the 2019 Danny Boyle film Yesterday was based on the music of which band? Number 2, Moonlight won the 2017 Oscar for Best Film, but which movie was incorrectly revealed as the winner? So Moonlight won the 2017 Oscar for Best Film, but which movie was incorrectly revealed as the winner? Question 3. Which actor links the following? The Has Fallen series, so Angel Has Fallen, London Has Fallen, etc., Geostorm, and 300. Number 4, Emma Watson starred in which Disney live-action adaptation in 2017? So Emma Watson starred in which Disney live-action adaptation in 2017? Question 5. Who played Erin Brockovich? So who played Erin Brockovich? Number 6. Complete the Jim Carrey movie title. Eternal Sunshine of a what? So complete the Jim Carrey movie title. Eternal Sunshine of a what? Number 7. In which fantasy movie series would you find Elijah Wood, Ian McKellen, Liv Tyler, Kate Blanchett, and Orlando Bloom? So in which fantasy movie series would you find Elijah Wood, Ian McKellen, Liv Tyler, Kate Blanchett, and Orlando Bloom? Number 8. Which 1996 Tom Hanks film was set in Cold Mountain Penitentiary? So which 1996 Tom Hanks film was set in Cold Mountain Penitentiary? Number 9. Gwyneth Paltrow stars in which dual storyline film showing what would have happened if she had made her London Underground train? So Gwyneth Paltrow stars in which dual storyline film showing what would have happened if she had made her London Underground train? And finally, number 10. Oh, I've spelt it wrong. It should be Tom Cruise. Apologies, guys. But yeah, Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman star in which 80s iconic film about an autistic man and his brother? So Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman star in which 80s iconic film about an autistic man and his brother? Brilliant film. Okay, so a lot of you have been asking for sport rounds, etc. So round 3, sport and leisure. So 5 sport and 5 leisure, I think. Number 1. Formula 1 legend Ayrton Senna was from which country? So Formula 1 legend Ayrton Senna was from which country? Number 2, in which game might you use a move castling? So in which game might you use a move castling? Question 3. With which sport would you associate Tom Daley? So with which sport would you associate Tom Daley? Question 4. Which sport has a playing area of 60 foot long and just 41.5 inches wide? So which sport has a playing area of 60 foot long and just 41.5 inches wide? Question 5. What number is opposite 20 on a dartboard? Question 6. Which game would you use a mallet to knock plastic balls through hoops? So which game would you use a mallet to knock plastic balls through hoops? Question 8. In which race do competitors pass under Hammersmith and Barnes bridges? So in which race do competitors pass under Hammersmith and Barnes bridges? Question 8. Which card game might you make a meld? So in which card game might you make a meld? Question 9. Ascot, Epsom and Aintree are synonymous with which sport? So Ascot, Epsom and Aintree are synonymous with which sport? And finally then, number 10, before we take a short break, which board game do you call out coordinates in the hope of getting a hit and avoiding a miss? So which board game do you call out coordinates in the hope of getting a hit and avoiding a miss? Okay, so that is the first part of the quiz. The questions and answers, the pictures, and all, not the answers, that wouldn't make sense. What kind of a quiz would this be? So the pictures and the questions from the first part of the quiz will be up on Twitter and Instagram imminently. So they'll be up there if you need to go back through any of those. I know a lot of people joined us in between those rounds, so good evening and welcome to everyone who's joined in. Right, so it's short break time. You'll start again. You'll be pleased to know there is a timer going up on screen. So if this was ITV, you now have about 20 minutes of adverts. We've got 2 and then our bits and pieces. So there's a short film from Alzheimer's Research UK, our charity partner for the month of November. Something I wanted to talk about, and then our usual bits and pieces. There's a timer going up on screen, so you'll know how long before the second part of the quiz will start. So plenty of time for you to go and grab yourselves a drink, get yourselves settled down, go through with your teams and make sure you've got all the answers and everything that you need. And then I will be back with you when I need to go on to that one, make sure I do that, start that one, do that one, and I'll be back with you shortly. See you in a sec.
Oh, when I first met Ronnie, I was 14.
And she was brushing her hair at the time. Well, she was gorgeous. She's always been very good at holding her feelings back. But I've known Olive too long not to realise that it is something that's eating away at her.
January 4 years passed. I noticed my mental arithmetic was starting to go. And I was always very, very good at mental arithmetic. That's why I thought it was time to go and see the doctor. And he told me that I had vascular dementia. Well, I didn't really know what that was at the time. From my understanding is that your brain will die, but not in a specific order. So you don't know what you're going to lose next. You just have to wait and see.
Alzheimer's is the commonest form of dementia. It causes a progressive loss of independence through memory changes. It goes from quite subtle forgetfulness all the way through to the end stage of Alzheimer's disease, where actually people have difficulty eating and drinking. They need 24-hour care. That is the sad reality. As the disease progresses, the brain shrinks. The grooves and the dips within the brain get bigger. So your brain occupies less space, and that space gets filled with fluid. We've just discovered the tip of the iceberg with regards to Alzheimer's research, and everything is there to be discovered. We're still finding out new things on a daily basis, and it's a fast-moving, fast-paced field that has the potential to affect millions of people.
So with Black Friday just around the corner, I thought it was about time that we made sure that as consumers we didn't miss out on any of the discount codes and offers and incredible things that go on Black Friday. There's a lot, and we tend to sort of miss out on some of them. So I reached out. I've been using a thing called Pouch for quite a while now. It was featured on Dragon's Den a while back, and I've been using it for quite a while, and I reached out to the guys and said, would you mind if I talked about it on the quiz on Thursday? And they said, absolutely, no problem at all.
So Pouch is a browser extension, and what it does is go searching for all those vouchers and discount codes that you might not have known are available. For example, if you were searching for a new TV on Black Friday, here Pouch automatically pops up on eBay, finds the best discount and saves you £40 on this one. Also, Pouch works on over 3,000 UK websites. That is more UK websites than any other similar browser extensions. As you can see, it's easy to install. It is free, that's the key word. Also, make sure that you pin it to your browser. So when you are shopping on those websites, you'll never miss one of those discount or voucher codes that you may not have known that were there.
So that's it. It's nice, simple, easy and free. And it means you won't miss out on those voucher codes or discount offers that you may not have necessarily seen. There's a link in the description, and there's also should be a link on the screen now. Check Right. So you've still got. I've not put the clock on this one. Oops. Whoopsies. Let me do that one. Yeah. So it's still about 1.5 to 2 minutes before we go through the answers. But I just want to talk about the guys with Say It With Chocolate, and it's what's on screen now. They've come up with this idea. They wanted to put together the thank you for your support. And you know what? They wanted to do something for my charity, for Connection at St Martin's, which is just an incredible gesture from them. Really is an incredible gesture. It had me in tears when they told me about this morning. So I want to say a massive, massive thank you to the guys at Say It With Chocolate. You know, for those of you who've been with us from the beginning, you know full well that Connection at St Martin's is the charity that helped me get through all of this. The charity that, you know, and it's just, yeah, it's just incredible that a company that we've been working with the advent calendars and stuff like that. When, do you know what, Jay, we want to do something for you. Advent calendars, by the way, if you have ordered them, I think they said they'll be dispatched next week. So you'll have them in time for the 1st of December. But honestly, guys, all of the team at Say It With Chocolate, thank you so much for coming up with that idea. It's really such a lovely idea, so thank you. And I know Connection at St Martin's will be absolutely delighted as well. So thank you very much. Right, okay. Just a message there from right. Okay, cool. Right, so I'm just gonna look. What timer did I have on? Where's it gone? That one. Right, so I'll give you another minute just to make sure you've got all your answers in. I know Quiz Jockey is a lot of people on Quiz Jockey, which is cool. So I will hold on for just a minute just to make sure everyone's ready to go. Oh, yeah, reminds me. Happy 25th birthday to George Harrison as well. That came in. So yeah, happy birthday to you. That came in earlier, and it was. Can you say that in the break? And it was on the super chat on YouTube. So I saved that for them. So yeah, happy birthday, George. Just want to check. Yep, talk amongst yourselves for 30 seconds. Steve Conway, can I say happy birthday to his sister? Of course I can. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I hope everything's gone well. Right, okay, that's fine. Cool. Right, let's go through the answers in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The reason I'm giggling is because YouTube numbers always dip in the break where obviously everyone, you know, goes and looks at stuff on the phone, and now they're all jumping back on, which is what I was giggling at. Okay, right, let's put that up on screen. If you are still having issues with the picture quality, all you need to do, as I said before, click on the cog icon. If you've got it on your TV, just scroll down to it. It's because for whatever reason it's automatically putting you on what it thinks is the best the best level, so that you get the best quality. But I've only got 4 drop frames on here, so it's running smoothly from this end. Just for whatever reason YouTube are deciding what quality you should have, and it's down to you to decide what quality you should have. Okay, right, here we go. Question number 1. So name the board game. It was Pie Face. Never played it. Managed to avoid all the people who were playing that when it first came out, and everyone was going mad for it. Managed to avoid playing that. 87% of you got that right over on Quiz Jockey. So number 2. Have I clicked on that? I have. There we go. Number 2. Name the website. Of course, it was Yahoo. Although they don't advertise it like that anymore. But no. Number 2 was Yahoo. Number 3, name the seaside resort. That is Blackpool. I did leave a little tiny clue in the left-hand corner, and it is a bit out of focus. That actually was supposed to be out of focus, so you couldn't really tell, but that is Blackpool Tower just on the left-hand side, and you can just see the 3 piers. Number 5, who is this? That is Ronald Reagan. 89% of you got that right over on Quiz Jockey. Number 5. Does help if I click on it. There we go. Number 5. Where did this brand want you to put a tiger? It was put a tiger in your tank. That is the Esso tiger. think it was a late 80s, early 90s slogan. I mean, I'm 38, so I definitely remember hearing that slogan. But yeah, put a tiger in your tank. Right, my computer's just frozen. Bear with me 1 second. My computer has now completely frozen on that. Right, let me get the answers up on my Word doc. Always have a backup plan in your hand. There we go. Skip forward. It's come back to life. Number 6. Name the country. It is Spain. And it's frozen on me again. Right, I'll so number 7, these two are so number 6 was Spain. Number 7, these two, in fact what I'll do is put me back on screen for a second. Okay, so I'll give you the answers. If you've got your subtitles on, if you've got us on mute. Number 7, these two are presenting which new daytime show? It's Morning Live, which is on BBC. Number 8, the former name of this chocolate, it's Marathon. So Marathon is the answer we were looking for. If you put Snickers, you are wrong. Number 9, name the country, that is Russia, so that is the Kremlin in Russia. And number 10, these type of road signs typically give orders, warnings, or directions. It was warnings. Right, so I'll read these out while that part of my screen's frozen, so I can't get onto it. Movies. Number 1, the 2019 Danny Boyle film Yesterday was based on the music of which band? It was The Beatles. Number 2, Moonlight won the 2017 Oscar for Best Film, but which movie was incorrectly revealed as the winner? It was La La Land. Number 3, sorry, let me just, I think I've got it back. Maybe not. Yeah, number 3, which actor links the following? The Has Fallen series, so London Has Fallen, Angel Has Fallen, White House, Geostorm and 300, it was Gerard Butler. Number 4, Emma Watson starred in which Disney live action adaptation in 2017? It was Beauty and the Beast. Number 5, who played Erin Brockovich? It was Julia Roberts. Number 6, complete the Jim Carrey movie title, Eternal Sunshine of a what? It was Spotless Mind. Number 7, in which fantasy movie series would you find Elijah Wood, Ian McKellen, Liv Tyler, Cate Blanchett and Orlando Bloom? It's Lord of the Rings. Number 8, which 1996 Tom Hanks film was set in Cold Mountain Penitentiary? It was The Green Mile. The Green Mile. Number 9, Gwyneth Paltrow stars in which Jules storyline film showing what would have happened if she made her London Underground train? It was Sliding Doors. And number 10, Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman starred in which 80s iconic film about an autistic man and his brother? It was Rain Man. So sport and leisure, number 1, F1 legend Ayrton Senna was from which country? It was Brazil. Number 2, in which game might you use a move castling? It was chess. Excuse me. Number 3, with which sport would you associate Tom Daley? It's diving. Number 4, which sport has a playing area of 60 foot long and just 41.5 inches wide? It is 10-pin bowling. Number 5, what number is opposite 20 on a dartboard? It's the number 3. Number 6, which game would you use a mallet to knock plastic balls through hoops? It is croquet. Number 7, in which race do competitors pass under Hammersmith and Barnes bridges? It's the boat race. I've lost my thing. Boat race. Number 8, which card game might you make a meld? You can have rummy or canasta. Number 9, Ascot, Epsom and Aintree are synonymous with which sport? It's horse racing. And finally, number 10, which board game do you call out coordinates in the hope of getting a hit and avoiding a miss? It is Battleships. Okay, so I'll give you a minute there just to top your scores up while I try and get this one back up and sorted. Dun, 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 dun. Right, let's get on to that. So yeah, obviously we know there is a bit of an issue with Quiz Jockey at the moment. We are working on it between, I think it might just be coming back to life now. My screen froze, and obviously I'm controlling it, so if my screen freezes it means that it can't be fed across and etc. So we're just trying to fix that now. Yeah, so I'll just try to fix that. Right, so we've got connections round and general knowledge to finish. So unfortunately slides aren't going to be on screen for the last 2 rounds while we try and get this sorted. If we can get it back to life quicker, then we will do. So unfortunately you'll can't have me on mute. You have got the closed captions as well, and yeah, let us know. So right. Yeah. Okay. Right. So connections round then. 9 questions as always. What links them for number 10? And here we go. So number 1. What is produced by bees? So what is produced by bees? I'm going to try and reset and try and shut down a load of things that are open in the background. Number 2, what was the name of the player that lifted the World Cup in 1966? So what was the name of the player that lifted the World Cup in 1966? We might be back. Bear with me one sec. Don't forget, obviously, the questions. If you do need to read any of the questions, they do go up onto social media, as always, in the break. So if you do miss any of these, they'll be up on there. Number 3, what was the name of Daniel Patrick Carroll's drag persona? So what was the name of Daniel Patrick Carroll's drag persona? Number 4, what type of animal was Lassie? Hey, there we go. I'm back. Right. That one. That one. There we go. So what type of animal was Lassie? And Michael, working feverishly in the background, has got us back on. Number 5, what was the name of the twins who used breadcrumbs to find their way home? And I can't spell. Finds their way home. What was the name of the twins who used breadcrumbs to find their way home? Number 7, who rode naked through Coventry? Some of you have got the connection quite early on. Well played to you, if you did. I thought it was quite tricky tonight. So well done if you have already, or if you think you've already got the connection. Have you? That's the question. Number 7. Don't do it to me again. Right, it's frozen on me again. Number 7. What is the name of the sweet pie traditionally eaten at Christmas? So what is the name of the sweet pie traditionally eaten at Christmas? Number 8, Braeburn, Pink Lady and Royal Gala are all types of what? So Braeburn, Pink Lady and Royal Gala are all types of what? Number 9, who went up the hill to fetch pails of water? So who went up the hill to fetch pails of water? Train. So finally, number 10. What links all of those answers together? So what links all of those answers together? Do you know, it wouldn't be one of my quizzes without some kind of technical issue. And do you know what? Right? If ever there was some weird world where someone says, oh, do you know what, Jay, we'd like to put your quiz, I'd have to build these kind of errors into it. Otherwise, you'll all think that it's not the same quiz that you used to. You'd have to make sure, you know, turning microphones on and off and making sure cameras freeze. Okay, right. Your final 10. Remember, they are all up on social media in the break. If you want, if you need to go back through any of them, or if you want to read them, so they are up on our social media in the break. General knowledge, 10 to go. Number 1. According to the marketing slogan, what is the best a man can get? So according to the marketing slogan, what is the best a man can get? Number 2, Neptune was the Roman god of where? So Neptune was the Roman god of where? Number 3, true or false? You have to pay a toll to cross the M4 Severn Bridge into Wales. So true or false? You have to pay a toll to cross the M4 Severn Bridge into Wales. Number 4, the Stasi were the secret police in which country? So the Stasi were the secret police in which country? Number 5, what does DC stand for in DC Comics and Universe? So Batman, etc. What does DC stand for in DC Comics and DC Universe? Number 6, China is the 4th largest country in the world, but how many time zones does it cover? So China is the 4th largest country in the world, but how many time zones does it cover? Number 7, what is the name of the former Royal Navy ship moored near Tower Bridge? So what is the name of the... nearly gave it away then. What is the name of the former Royal Navy ship moored near Tower Bridge? Number 8, multiple choice for you. In which year was the MOT test introduced? Was it 1950, 1960 or 1970? So in which year was the MOT test introduced? The 50s, the 60s, 1950, 1960 or 1970? My friend Roy is a service advisor. If you don't get that, Roy. Number 9, which landmark is Traitor's Gate synonymous with? So which landmark is Traitor's Gate synonymous with? And finally, number 10, what does the Y stand for in YMCA? So what does the Y stand for in YMCA? Okay, right. I'm going to take a whoa, nearly broke that as well. Just going to take a short break then, so you can get all your answers and everything together, confer with your teams, etc. I was just going to talk for a couple of minutes, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the break screen up with our bits and pieces on. Just need to go and grab myself a drink. So I'll be back with you in about a couple of minutes' time. So that one, and I'll see you shortly. Okay, yeah, so if you missed those earlier on, we're going to be picking the winners for the selfie book competition. We'll be picking those tomorrow night, and we'll be announcing the winners on Saturday evening, and then putting them up on our social media probably Sunday, I think. So yeah, because it's a bespoke intro and a pre-recorded quiz for you. So yeah, we'll be picking those tomorrow, and yeah, we'll let you know on Saturday who's won that. I'm looking forward to putting those together. We'll get in contact, obviously, with the winners, find out what you'd like me to say at the beginning of the quiz, etc. So yeah, really looking forward to that. Good fun. Yeah. So I'm going to give you another couple of minutes anyway. Just needed to grab myself a drink, and I didn't want just to leave a blank sort of area, and you know, sort of looks a bit odd if someone then comes in and goes, Jay's disappeared. Has he broken something again? Yes, I have. Right, what was I going to do? I was going to say a couple of things. I can't remember what I was going to say now. I don't know. Yeah, Guinness World Record, again, if you missed that before. So we're starting on Tuesday. Live stream starts at 7:50 p.m. and then 8 o'clock, the first question, and that's it. As soon as that 8 o'clock kicks in, the first question gets asked, and then away we go, and that's it. So the clock will then stop. There are breaks built into it. A lot of you have been saying you cannot go for 49 hours on your own, etc. Yes, don't worry. There's some breaks built in at various points for me to take a breather. Someone said, you know, about eating food and stuff. Well, yeah, I'll be eating possibly in between rounds or what have you. So it might not look the prettiest at times, but yeah, so the slides won't be on the screen all the way through, probably up until the Thursday night. The slides will be back on screen, but they won't be on all the way through, because if you imagine trying to either load 2,000 odd questions into Quiz Jockey or trying to do a PowerPoint presentation of 2,500 questions, yeah, it'd take weeks to do. So we're not going to be, the slides won't be on screen, but you will be able to put the subtitles on. So as long as the subtitles can understand me, you'll still potentially have the questions on screen so everyone can get involved. And there will be something in there for everyone. So when we pop the schedule, Becky's creating some stuff around the schedule list for social over the next few days. And there is something in there for everyone. There's Marvel, there's DC, there's Harry Potter, there's Simpsons, there's general knowledge, there's science and nature, there's sport and leisure, there's some of the old quizzes. And yeah, there will be questions in there that, you know, I can't, you know, I said, honest, open, transparent with it. You know, I don't want people coming along going, well, I've heard these 20 questions, I've heard these 50 questions before. Yeah, that's right. It's not about the questions asked. It's about presenting a quiz for the longest time possible and having people play along. Yeah, so really looking forward to it. It's going to be good fun. I'm still waiting for Alex and Becky to confirm that they're also going to be up for 49 hours watching all the way through as well, but they've not confirmed yet, but I'm sure they will do. Right, another minute, and then we'll go through the answers to the second part of the quiz and see how you got on. How many of you think you've got the connections? My friend Dave is playing. He should get this he should have got this very, very, very early on. Okay, I was thinking of you, Dave, when I was writing that round. Okay, 30 seconds. Get your teams ready. Get everyone back together. Get yourselves all sorted. With Quiz Jockey has now caught up, which is why I'm just giving you a little bit longer just to get your answers on there. Get yourselves sorted. Don't forget we're live on Saturday as always, with the usual fun and games that we have on Saturday. And then yeah, live from Tuesday night. Wow, it's going to be a long time. Okay, right, let's go through the answers then to the second part of the quiz. Let me bring that up. There we go. Okie dokie, right, so this is on, so let's go like that, let's go like that, let's go like that, let's put that there, and we should be good. Okay, so number one, what is produced by bees? It is honey. Number two, what was the name of the player that lifted the World Cup in 1966? It was Bobby Moore. Oh, I went too quick. Number three was, what was the name of Daniel Patrick Carroll's drag persona? It was Danny LaRue. Sorry, I clicked too quick. And then number four, what type of animal was Lassie? It was a dog. Lassie was a dog. Not it, she was a dog. Number five, what was the name of the twins who used breadcrumbs to find their way home? It was Hansel and Gretel. Number six, who rode naked through Coventry? It was Lady Godiva. Number seven, what is the name of the sweet pie traditionally eaten at Christmas? I'm going to put myself back up. What was the name of the sweet pie traditionally eaten at Christmas? It's mince pies. Number eight, Brayburn, Pink Lady, and Royal Gala are all types of what? They are apples. Number nine, who went up the hill to fetch pails of water? It was Jack and Jill. And finally, number 10 then, what links them all together? It was Cockney rhyming slang. So you had obviously bees and honey for money, Bobby Moore, which is a score, Danny LaRue, I can't remember what that was, Danny LaRue clue maybe. Number four, Lassie, dog and bone, so dog was the answer, but dog and bone. Number five, Hansel and Gretel, kettle. Number six, Lady Godiva, fiver. Can I borrow a Lady Godiva? I remember saying that many years ago. Number seven, mince pies for eyes. Number eight, apples and pears, stairs. And number nine, Jack and Jill. So your final round then was general knowledge. Number one, according to the marketing slogans, what is the best a man can get? It's Gillette. If you have different answers to that, that is all down to you. This has caught up a little bit, so I'm just going to put them through. Number two, Neptune was the Roman god of where? It's the sea. Number three, true or false, you have to pay a toll to cross the M47 bridge into Wales. It's false. You used to have to pay to go across, and now you don't. I think it was 2018 they stopped it. They stopped the toll on there. Number four, the Stasi were the secret police in which country? There is only one answer I'm going to accept on this, and it is East Germany. It's not West Germany, it's not Germany, it's East Germany. They were the secret police, and they were disbanded in 1990 when the wall came down. Number five, what does DC stand for in DC Comics and the DC Universe? It is Detective Comics. Number six, China is the fourth largest country in the world, but how many time zones does it cover? It's only the one. Russia's massive, and that covers about 4 or 5 different time zones, but China, only the one. Number 7, what is the name of the former Royal Navy ship moored near Tower Bridge? It is HMS Belfast. Number 8, in which year was the MOT test introduced? 1950, 1960 or 1970? It was 1960. Number 9, which landmark is Traitor's Gate synonymous with? It's Tower of London. And finally, number 10, what does the Y stand for in YMCA? It is young. YMCA. Probably done that the wrong way around. Okay, right. Just making sure, I think, just so I can get to the point for tiebreaker on there. Okay, so your tiebreaker then. I'm a Celeb is returning to screens. I think it's Sunday. I don't actually watch it personally, but I thought this was a clever question. So I'm a Celeb is returning to screens. So not including this series that's coming up, how many campmates has there been since its inception in 2002? So I'm a Celeb is returning to screens. Not including this series, how many campmates has there been since its inception in 2002? Okay, 10 seconds and I'll give you the answer because I'm hoping. No. Right, so I'll give you the answer in 10 seconds. Do you know what? I bet you there's an I'm a Celebrity fan out there who needed the tiebreaker and can probably name every single person who has been on there since 2002. Okay, I'm hoping that's gone through. So it is 221. There have been 221 campmates since 2002. How many of them I could personally name? Probably not many, if I'm honest. Okay, and that is it. That is the quiz for this evening. Thank you very much, as always, for playing along, and as always, bearing with us with a few issues that we've had. Apologies for that, and apologies for anyone who had any issues with Quiz Jockey. We'll have a look into it and make sure, as always, we get it working again for the following week, because obviously there's a lot of you been playing on there tonight, and we want to make sure that it's right. So apologies for that, but I'll have a catch up with Michael and we'll see whether it was something I did wrong, which is part of the course really usual, isn't it? Probably something I pushed a button wrong or maybe went too quick. But anyway, thank you very much for playing as always. So don't forget, we're live again on Saturday night, usual time, and then the big Guinness World Record quiz starts on Tuesday night at 10 to 8, first question at 8 o'clock, and then we will go through about 2,500 questions, and it's non-stop as well. So it's going to be 50 questions, answers, move on to the next section, 50 questions, answers, move on to the next section. Something for everyone. Have a look at the schedule when it goes up, see what you want to pick out, or play along with us for the whole thing. But one thing I will ask, if you are playing along, please do let us know on social media as always, and use our hashtag when you're playing along, because if you can imagine, I'm doing this for 49 hours and 15 minutes. It'll be great to know that there are people out there playing along. No doubt Alex and Bex will fire them over to us, and keep me going. It will just make sure that I know I've got people there supporting. It'll be great to know. So thank you very much. Thank you as always to Alzheimer's Research UK. The link is down in the description for Just Giving. I say really pleased. We're halfway through working with them again for November, so thanks again to the team over there at Alzheimer's Research UK. Thanks to the guys at Pouch as well. All those details are in the description, and the guys at Savory Chocolate, Prezi Box and T-Mill, and everyone else who helps us out, Alex and Bex as well. That's it from me. Make sure I get the right one this time, Jay. That one. There we go. Right, that's it. I will see you all on Saturday night. Thanks very much. Take care and stay safe.